I think there was some highs and lows. I think I had a really good start. I think in the middle, would have liked to be more productive, but I think towards the end I started to, find my game. I think one thing I'd like to improve on is get my goal scoring back up. I think that my totals have dropped in the last 2 years, so I think that's something I can address and work on in the summertime. And you score 10 more goals. Not only does it help the team, it helps your year. And I'm always trying to find ways to get better. And I think that's something I can address and hopefully fix for next year. And at the end of the day, I think everyone wants to be better, and it's gonna be put on ourselves individually to become better. And I think that's just gonna help the team. So that's what I'm gonna do.
For me, it was a huge adjustment just in the sense that I came to a different place, all new teammates. I was kind of used to one thing, and I knew going into training camp what the coaching staff was going to be, what my teammates were going to be, how I was going to fit in. So in terms of that, there was a lot of unknown. But I feel like by the end of the year, I really found a place for myself in this team, and was really happy with the way that the end of the season went.
It was a frustrating year at times. You know, um, I'm always, my biggest um, thing I've had to deal with as a player is just kind of the mental side of it, and sometimes being too hard on myself, and so just kind of dealing with that, and also, there was some really good parts, and um, I also think there's a lot of aspects of my game that I've, really taken steps on. So um, I'm excited to just, have a big summer and just kind of reset, and I'm already excited for next year.
There's a lot of optimism around this group for sure. I think some disappointment for how the season went. For me personally, I'm proud of myself for this year. I think mentally and physically it was difficult, especially for some older players who want to win, obviously. But at the same time, it's up to us to help out this younger generation and help be mentors and leaders towards them. And I'm proud of myself for that and all of our guys. So that's how I'm looking at it heading into the summer.
Well, I think the season didn't go as well as we thought after first 10, 15 games. It could have gone for us, but I also think that we're a very young group that needs the experience and needs to find out how hard it is to win in this league. And I think we did that, unfortunately, sometimes a little harder way than we wanted. There's a lot of games that I thought that we could have gone the other way. And unfortunately, these one goal games, sometimes the experience speaks for the 2 points mostly. But overall, I think we have a lot of guys that did growth in their personal game, and I believe that they're all pumped about the way we played at the end. Or last 10, 15 games, I thought were showing that we're a little more consistent, and we're able to play with teams that are in the playoff spots and that are playing tight hockey. So I think for us that was a great feeling to have in the group, and I think the belief in the group became even bigger and bigger.
So I feel like the last, I don't know, 10 maybe games, we played a good hockey game. Especially the game against Vegas, we had a bad start first period, and then we came back. Yeah, against Vegas, who's a good team, so it was fun. Yeah, to have some momentum. Yeah, for next season.
Yeah, I think we like the way we played the last 10 or so games. I think, when you're out of the playoff race, you can kind of pack it in, call it quits. But, as a group, we met and said that's not what we're doing. And, we want to go into next year feeling good about ourselves. And I think we can do that. And everyone's going to have a good summer, and be excited to come back next year.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to the group that we have in here, just the character and the level of compete we had all the way to the end is something that we're all proud of, and um, I think just at times it was just I don't think we were ever that far off this year, to be honest. I think it was a lot of, not to break it down too much, but a lot of penalty trouble, and just it felt like every game it was just like one thing we did to sabotage ourselves or something, and then we'd play a good game, and so I think maybe just limiting those the last however many games, and just trying to trust in each other, and stay disciplined, and keep that compete level that I think we've kind of developed here over the last year or so.
I think confidence is a funny thing. I think we felt confident at different points of the year. I think for us it's more just like the excitement towards next season. I think you start to see some of the framework of what's going to be here next year, and some of the young guys coming in and what they're going to be and what hopefully another year will push them to be. And I think it's our job now to go away and do what we have to do to become better and try to push this thing forward. Again, I think you could throw wins and everything out the window. I think just from the eye test, our team was much more competitive. I think our work ethic and our structure were much higher, and those are foundational things that are unnegotiable. So I think now that we've learned some of those things, hopefully we could take that next step and we can all reflect on what we need to do and be ready to go for next season. I think, as much as there's disappointment and frustration, I think there's a ton of optimism, and that's a good feeling to have.
I think there were signs of that throughout the whole season. I think it was good that we were able to find a little consistency with that towards the end, because I think that for our group that was the main thing we were searching for, was just the consistency. Because when we had it, we felt like we could play any opponent any night. But when it slipped, that's when things kind of got off the rails for us. So I think we were able to put together that towards the end of the season, and that should give us a lot of confidence moving forward. So that was a good sign for our group.
Yeah, I agree. I think, last 10 games there were pretty strong. We're playing more connected, kind of playing with more energy, I think, is visible to everyone else. So that's what kind of needs to happen, I think, day in, day out. So we're looking to, come back ready, and it's going to be really important, that every guy's ready to commit to playing with that energy every game.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good sign. Obviously it's easy for teams, when they're out of the playoffs to just kind of fold over and quit. But I thought we ended really well. Obviously I was hurt, but just watching the games, it looked like they're, really competing really hard, and yeah, I was pretty proud of the group for that. Yeah, I was really impressed with a lot of the young guys. It's a tough league to play in, and for a lot of guys, they wait till they're 22, 23. That's when I jumped into the league when I was 22. These guys are like 19, 20, so really impressed with how they handled their first NHL season. It's a hard league to play in, but a lot of promise for a lot of these young players.
I mean, you've seen some of the young guys we've got, and I'm proud of all of them. They all played really well. I think they're all considerably better players now than they were at the start of the year, and they, take a lot of pride in their development. And so, I'm excited for them next year. I think it starts this summer. Just as a group, staying in contact and just making sure we're all, putting the work in the summer. And then, yeah, coming into training camp, just, try and remember the things that maybe went well or didn't go well this year, but kind of clean slated, and just know that, we are not far off from being the team that we want to be, and just, come in with that kind of mindset and just get ready to work.
They did great. They're 19, 20. When I got to the league, I was 23, I believe, 22, 23. So, for them to be able to step at this young age in the league and playing these big minutes, and a lot of the guys were, or all the guys were a huge part of our defensive core. So it was nice to see them grow, or it is nice to see them grow. They're getting better every game, every minute they play. So it's fun to be part of a group that is hungry to get better and is getting better. So just keeps me playing a little younger.
Yeah, they've been great. They're a huge part of our team all year, and playing the NHL is not easy, especially at 18, 19, 20 years old. It's a tough league, and those guys handle themselves really well. And now they know what the ups and downs of the NHL season's like, and know what the expectations are next year. I think they're just going to keep making those steps forward and help our team win.
I mean, you've seen some of the young guys we've got, and I'm proud of all of them. They all played really well. I think they're all considerably better players now than they were at the start of the year, and they, take a lot of pride in their development. And so, I'm excited for them next year. I think it starts this summer. Just as a group, staying in contact and just making sure we're all, putting the work in the summer. And then, yeah, coming into training camp, just, try and remember the things that maybe went well or didn't go well this year, but kind of clean slated, and just know that, we are not far off from being the team that we want to be, and just, come in with that kind of mindset and just get ready to work.
Yeah, no, obviously we got a lot of young guys here, and we're all kind of growing up together, which is awesome, and becoming really close friends. And we really want to play for each other, and we want to win. So that's the biggest thing for us, is just um, winning hockey games, and getting in the playoffs, and hopefully win some Stanley Cups.
I think the consistency is a huge part of it. I think we have to learn, even on our off nights, how to, um, maybe get things. I don't know how to find ways to win, in dirty ways. It's not they're always not going to be pretty games. You have to find ways over the course of 82 games to get those wins that are a little dirty. And I think that we're working towards that. And I think anybody that has watched this team, has been around this team, knows that the optimism for the future is sky high. But it's up to us as players to kind of put that into action. And I think this year was a difficult year, but it was a important year for us all to learn the steps that we need to take as a group to get better next year.
Yeah, I think everyone's obviously come back ready and excited. I think we got a great group in here. Everyone gets along, and everyone's pushing for each other to get better. And I think it's just going to come from us inside here internally to push each other every single day. And now we know what the expectations are, and we want to win now. We don't want to go through this again. And I think it's just everyone coming prepared and being excited is going to help us.
Yeah, 100%. Those are the little plays that I think everybody has to go through. I got through it in Tampa, so it's over a decade ago. So it's learning process, and exactly those little plays and those little moments in those crucial games that can cost us the 2 points, or otherwise can win us those 2 points. So I think it was important for us to go through those moments as well. But like I said, overall, I think we would like to be way different where we are at the standings. I think we hold each other for a higher standard, that we finish up in the standings. But I also think that we did a great job at staying with it and sticking to the process as the season went on.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you see a bunch of young talent, a bunch of guys who are committed to winning, and really young too. So it's nice to kind of connect with those guys and being the same age, and having somewhat of the same interests, and being around them a lot of the time, and just translating that connection off the ice and on the ice moving forward.
100%. It was, for a lot of the guys, it was even the first pro year almost. So it was a learning experience for everybody, including me. And you know, we just gotta take that experience to the summer, because everybody knows now what to expect from the NHL level. So we gotta practice that way, and just get ready for the next year.
Those guys did such an amazing job. I think, Leo, I think Mason took a ton of steps. I think Minty and Jackson were fantastic all year. Zelly was great. I mean, I'm sure I'm missing a few guys, and I don't mean to discount what they improved on. Those are the guys that stick out immediately. And the NHL is a tough league. It's not easy to learn on the go. There's a lot of highs and lows. There's a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of things to manage. I mean, some guys come from junior and college, and you're living in a dorm room or a billet house, and you're living on your own in Southern California, and you're kind of managing the ups and downs of the NHL. It's tough. So I think that everyone's going to become much better individually, and if those guys just continue the same trajectory they're on, they don't have to change too much. I think they're on a good path.
No, I think it had to do with an opportunity and playing with great players. I think playing with Stromer and Z and Mac T and Killer, all those guys who like to make plays and made the game a lot easier on me. For me, I was trying to just get those guys the puck and try to find be in the right place at the right time. So a lot of my success came from all the guys I play with this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. Obviously, I sit right next to him, so hear all about his 37 goals or whatever he had. But no, Frankie's obviously one of the most loved guys in the locker room, and great attitude, great work ethic. So it's really cool to see a guy like that get rewarded with such a great season.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think from day one he was our best player. I think he brought it every day. I think everyone talks about the 37 goals, 60 points. I think he led our team in hits and blocks, and I think, or maybe not hits, but those are two very unselfish stats that I think he takes pride in. And he's not the most vocal leader kind of thing, but his play and his work ethic every day leads by example, and he's a huge part of this team. And to be his best buddy and to get to see it firsthand for the majority of the season is awesome. He deserves everything he gets. He cares so much. He puts so much into it, and really couldn't happen to a better guy. I think he's a great role model for a ton of guys in our team from where his career path has kind of gone, and hopefully he can replicate it. I mean, he had a great season, and hopefully I'm able to ride shotgun with him again for some of it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna live at home actually this summer. for the first time in a while. So I'm gonna just have some home cooked meals for my mom and stuff, and see my brothers again. Haven't seen them since what, July or August maybe. So it's gonna be fun.
A lot of weddings. I feel like I'm kind of at that age where a lot of my, college friends or my wife's friends are starting to, get married, and so I got a few weddings that I'm in. Jonesy's wedding, um, and yeah, all the stuff that comes with that. So we'll kind of have our hands full with those trips, and then yeah, just being the best dad I can while I, don't have to go into the rink every day, and we'll be back in Denver. So we're excited, and all our family's there too. So that's what we're excited about.
Yeah, we're gonna spend some time together in the backyard in Czech Republic with the grandmas and grandfathers. So we're looking forward to just probably do just nothing and just enjoy each other and take care of the animals that we had at home. I know my little guy is excited for the dogs at home we have. So just gonna be part of a big family at home that we have, and we're gonna enjoy the time off, but getting ready for next season starts pretty soon too.